Hi everyone, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima Roof Rack system on our 2019 Toyota Highlander. So on this specific system we have the SkyLine towers, which are going to be these guys right here with that nice cap. And the landing pads is going to be the SkyLine landing pads as well, and that's going to allow you to use your flush mounted rails of your Highlander to kind of put these on. It's really simple. Really all you got to do is just undo that cap and it comes off. We actually do have a cap that comes and goes over these whenever you're not using them. Just to show you guys, I'll actually come and grab one real quick. That's one thing I really do like about this roof rack system. Not a whole lot to it, and whenever you're not using it, I mean, look at that. It's like it's not even there. Super cool, super convenient. You just take it off like that, put your bars on there like this, lock it down into place, and then you're ready to go. It's really a quick system, and one I would definitely recommend to somebody who's got a Highlander. So these specific crossbars that we have right now are called the Jetstream bars, and they're going to have a nice aerodynamic feel to it. Just kind of looks like an airplane wing. A little bit thicker in the front, a little bit skinnier in the back. Helps that air just kind of travel over it a little bit easier and smoother, so you won't have some of that road noise whenever you're going down the road, and also some of that drag you might have. This isn't going to really hinder your gas mileage all too much when it comes to crossbars. But these are going to be made of aluminum, and they are the 50-inch crossbars as well. The powder coated finish is going to help it resist against rust and corrosion, and you will have about 165 pounds of carrying capacity on these bars. But always look on your Highlander's owner's manual to make sure that it will be able to handle that much weight. So these crossbars are pretty wide, but not that thick, so a lot of those accessories that are going to wrap around your bars, I think you'll be fine. So we're going to do a quick measurement, about 3¼ inches long and only about maybe an inch thick. But a lot of these crossbars are going to just accept your T-track accessories right here. All you really got to do is just take your cap off, kind of just push down on this rubber, and you'll be able to kind of slide all your attachments on there. We have a bunch that you can do. I would probably recommend for this vehicle is just a roof mounted cargo basket, just to get a lot of that stuff out of the inside, up and on your roof, so your passengers will have a lot more room just to kind of move around whenever you're going on longer trips. Of course, a kayak carrier will be ideal, just because how else are we going to carry a kayak on this Highlander? Probably it's got to be on the roof. So we do have attachments for that as well. There's a bunch of them to choose from, so be sure and pick the one that's right for you. We're going to go ahead and measure just from the top of our roof to the bottom of our bars. Going to be about 4 inches from the top of our roof to the bottom of the bar, but then it's going to be about 5¼ inches from the top of our roof to the top of our bar. Also, another thing to think about is just whether our sunroof is going to be able to open and go underneath these bars here. With all that amount of gap, we're going to be plenty fine. We don't have to worry about this not being able to open and us losing the functionality of our sunroof. So there's two different things I need to go over with you guys. One is that these are available in silver as well. So if you like that color a little bit more, maybe it'll go better with your crossbars or whatever color that your vehicle may be. There is two different colors to choose from, so that's good to know. Also, we do have optional locking cores. So pretty much what locks this bar to our actual vehicle right here does not come with anything that's going to have a key or anything like that. You can buy those separately, put that in there real quick just to give you that added comfort. Other than that, it's actually pretty easy to install. Everything's pretty much in the kit that you need, so let's just go ahead and show you guys how. Alrighty, so we have our front ones already installed, but we have all the equipment, hardware, and tools that we need to get the back installed. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do right now. So the first thing we want to do is grab a trim tool. If you don't have one of these, you can use a flathead if you want, but you might make a little bit of scratches. But there's a little plate here. We're going to put it in little slots like that and work our way to get this little bracket out. Put that to the side for later. And now what we want to do is we're going to take this portion of our kit. There's going to have an R on it. These are going to mean rear. The other ones on our front had an F on them. And what we're going to do, they're really going to just fit in one slot the best. The other way isn't really going to line up too good. So be sure to just do that. Get it nice and seated down into place. Then we can take our second portion. We are going to have to take these caps off. They just pop off like that. And we're going to line those up. And then we're going to take a bolt and a lock washer. Go down in there, and it's going to thread into the factory hole that they have already provided. And just start threading them down. Try to get it as straight as possible once you start really torquing them down. Give it a good shake, make sure it's nice and secure. And once you do, you're pretty much done with that. And just for now, I'm just going to put this little cap on here. Like that. And we can do that same exact installation process on the other side. Alrighty, so all we really need to do is start getting our towers put up onto our bars. And to do that, first things first, we just need to take our tower here. We're going to have a little piece like this. It's going to have a little bit of teeth on the bottom end here, and that's going to be facing the little teeth on the top end of our feet. Just get those teeth lined up, just like that. Kind of snap it into place. And now, take our little T-track here. It's going to go down in there. You got to make sure you line up that bolt with that hole. Then we can flip it upside down. Do our best to tighten it down. Perfect. So we can do that same exact thing for the other foot. So before mounting our tires onto our bars, we want to make sure we have them in the right orientation. The rounded portion right here is going to be facing the front of your vehicle, and of course the more slim edge is going to be facing the back. With that in mind, we can take our towers here. We're going to flip it around like so. And I'm actually going to put this one on backwards and slide it all the way down to the other end. Just kind of fit it within that track. Slide that down. And then put this one on correctly. Just like this. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is just replace our caps. And then we're going to throw it up on top of our vehicle to get the right fit. So now the only really thing we need to figure out is just make sure that our cap is going to be open on the end. That's just going to allow it to seat down into our little feet here. Just like that on both sides. So now's a good time to get the spread from our bars, from our feet, all the way to the edge here, nice and even on both sides. And once we do that, you can go ahead and take your tool and just tighten this up. Let it snap real quick, and then you can go ahead and just close this cap, just like that. I want to do the same exact thing on the other side. So now that you have all those steps done, just go ahead and give it a good shake, make sure everything's staying into place how it should, and if so, then you're ready to either load up some of your accessories or just get down the road. Well everyone, that just about does it for our look at the Yakima Roof Rack system on our 2019 Toyota Highlander.